Hello, everybody. This is Wrestling Rampage here. Make sure that you like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Wrestling Rampage 2. Follow us on Twitter at Wrestle Rampage. Hit that subscribe button because we have other great videos coming to you guys. By the way, I'm Joey.
I'm Tommy.
I'm Thomas.
So make sure you guys get in contact with us on that, on our social media. We would really appreciate that. Today, we're going to be doing the WWE Raw review for March 21st, 2016. And Raw starts off with Stephanie McMahon coming out, shaking her ass and her tits as usual.
I think has she had a breast reduction? I mean, they don't look to be as big as they was. I mean, what do you think?
To be honest, I don't really know. Actually, I don't really pay that much attention to it.
Yeah, I'm just saying they don't look to be as big as they was. So,
And she comes out and she says that Triple H won't be here tonight because he is too busy running the company as the COO. He's too busy to deal with that lunatic Roman Reigns. And so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 pretty much.
It was just a blah, blah talk, that's all it was.
Then Roman Reigns comes out, doo-doo, doo-doo,
Yep.
doo-doo. And then I see Tommy's face just go.
Yeah, I wasn't interested at that point. I wasn't interested when the start of all began.
I was about halfway in between asleep and awake.
Yeah, we know that.
I know.
And he says that the reason that Triple H is not there is because he's scared of Roman Reigns and what Roman Reigns will do to him.
I gotta be honest, I don't know why you should be scared of Roman Reigns anyway to begin with.
That is true, no doubt about it. And saying that whether it be Stephanie, Triple H, or her old man, nobody's going to stop him.
Yeah.
But we'll see about that. We'll see about that come WrestleMania.
Yep. We'll see at WrestleMania. Another fucking year of Roman Reigns for WrestleMania.
She tried to slap him.
And he stopped her hand.
And he stopped her hand.
That to me was the most exciting part of it. I mean, he just slapped. She went to slap him. He grabbed her hand. That was the most. It was exciting to me because.
Well, on this segment, I wasn't really too interested. And I really didn't give a fuck, really. To be honest with you.
True that. Then we get to the first match on Monday Night Raw, which turns out to be a very fucking good match, and I believe a rematch from SmackDown.
Yep.
When it was the phenomenal AJ Styles takes on the WWE Intercontinental Champion in Kevin Owens.
Yes, this was a great fucking match. Back and forth. It was a phenomenal match. And then
phenomenal, pun intended.
Yes,
yeah.
It was a phenomenal match. And, of course, Chris Jericho came out, AJ Styles again,
And he comes out,
the crowd don't want to cheer
AJ
for
Styles, AJ Styles,
distracts AJ Styles, and Kevin Owens rolls him up in a schoolboy, and 1, 2, 3, that's it.
And Kevin Owens gets the win.
What do you guys think about that match? I think it was probably the best match of the night.
I agree. It was the best match of the whole Raw segment.
Yeah, that was the best match of the night.
It was. They really did put on a fantastic match. As so, they to me, AJ Styles and Kevin Owens has always put on a great match ever since the first meeting with each other.
And then, of course, KO rolls them up, gets the win.
Yeah.
And then we get Kevin Owens gets on the mic and was saying that who is going to face him for the Intercontinental Championship at KO-Mania.
Yeah, KO-Mania.
KO-Mania. And somebody did answer that challenge, and it was Dolph Ziggler. Comes out.
How many chances does Dolph Ziggler have? And every time he has the chance, he fails, like always.
Yes.
So who cares?
And he comes out and he says that, he deserves to take on KO at KO-Mania. Whether you call it Beatlemania, KO-Mania, there's a bunch of other shit that he said. Oh, Botchamania. Big shout out to old Matthew there. And it doesn't matter what you call it, that, he's going to, that he wants to face Kevin Owens at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship. And then here comes the studded movie star of the WWE, The Miz.
Well, to be honest, the Miz shouldn't even be in this conversation.
And of course, he comes out and gloats that he was the main event of WrestleMania, which was probably
the main event of WrestleMania, and no one gave a shit.
WrestleMania 27. Nobody really gave a rat's ass.
I didn't give a fuck that you main event WrestleMania. To me, WrestleMania 27 sucked dick. If you really want to know the fucking truth about it.
And then everybody, the whole crowd popped when another person came out, which was Sami Zayn. Came out and was wanting to take on Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. And, of course, KO rolls out of the ring, takes powder.
That's right.
And he says that he will talk to the authority in seeing if they can get a triple threat match going to see who can be the number one contender to face KO at KO-Mania for the Intercontinental Championship between Dolph Ziggler, The Miz, and Sami Zayn. Which, I'm going to go with Sami Zayn.
Oh, I would go for Sami Zayn, too.
Personally. But, and then we get a little segment backstage. Well, not backstage, at a local tavern of Dean Ambrose. He's in the back at some local tavern in Philly. And lo and behold, there is the WWE Hall of Famer, Terry Funk.
That's right.
The old funker.
The old funker in the ring right there. And he's talking all this stuff. Be honest with you, he was talking like 90 miles an hour. And fucking his dentures were sitting there falling out.
You couldn't hardly grasp of what it was getting at because Terry Funk has always been a little off, but he back in his day he was one hell of a tremendous wrestler and one tough son of a bitch.
Then he gives Dean Ambrose a chainsaw and
he gives him a gift. He goes, "I got something for you. I wanted a son like you. If I had a son, I would want a son like you. And then if I had a daughter," and then he sounds and pray for a second, and then he grabs the chainsaw, plop, right on the table.
And then fucking Dean Ambrose started cutting the table, and that's about it for that.
Yeah, he started cutting the table at the local tavern, and that was pretty much it for that. So you got.
He gave him the chainsaw when this Chainsaw Charlie.
Chainsaw Charlie back at the Attitude Era, if you guys remember that. Going back to that, Dean Ambrose has gotten the barbed wire bat from Mick Foley.
Yeah.
He's gotten the chainsaw from Chainsaw Charlie, Terry Funk. Going into this no-holds-barred street fight against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, even though I don't like Brock Lesnar and I like Dean Ambrose, I think it's going to be a real tough fucking, brawl pretty much, in my opinion.
Yep.
But even, but you gotta. I mean, I don't like Brock Lesnar either. I really never have. Since he come into this, there's just something about him I just didn't like. But you got to think though, is the barbed wire baseball bat and the chainsaw going to be enough to get by Brock Lesnar?
Oh, yeah, that'll be enough.
Yeah, we know that little Jimmy Johns, huh?
Yeah, fuck him. Let's move on to the next segment.
Yes, we are. And it's the New Day. Well, the League of Nations already out there.
Yeah, they were doing the job like the Ascension. Already out in the fucking ring.
Hugging and fucking playing with their dicks or something, whatever they were doing out there.
Well, at least they wasn't talking about buttholes. That's what I give them credit for.
The New Day comes out. And,
Fucking New Day.
The New Day, probably, one of the greatest WWE Tag Team Champions.
I dispute that right there thing. I'm sorry. I don't think
They're one of the greatest tag team champions of all time.
I don't think
211 days.
I don't think they're the greatest. I don't think they ever could be the greatest. I just don't see no talent there. All I hear talk about is booty. And if somebody's looking at my booty or talking about my booty, there's going to be a problem there somewhere. I mean, you got to be thinking. Okay? Sorry. Just my opinion. Just like everybody else. Opinions are like that. Just remember that one.
Well, they come out and they talk to the League of Nations, talking about how King Barrett won the King of the Ring, but he doesn't have his robe or his throne or his scepter or his crown.
Actually, you don't all he's got is a bunch of shit, to be honest.
Yeah, and same goes with Alberto Del Rio. He used to come out with the fancy cars, had his own ring announcer. What is he doing now? He's hanging around with these guys. Talk about how Rusev, they're glad that he put on boots because his feet stunk. And then they said that Sheamus, your mom and dad must have been shame, Sheamus. You even have shame in your name with Sheamus. So we get a match between the Bulgarian Brute, Rusev, versus 1/3 of the WWE Tag Team Champions in Big E.
Yes, this was an okay match, and Big E picks up the win. To me, it was Sheamus' fault. It was his fault. He distracted the referee. That was his fault.
Yeah, but he didn't hit. But he didn't hit nobody. So, I call the interference on the New Day because
Kofi Kingston.
Because Kofi Kingston, God, wherever he went to is beyond me. But anyway, I consider him a Coffee Man. But anyway, they do pick up the dude, but it was controversial, just like I said. And I don't like, I don't like any complicated calls. So, they once again pick up the win. God help us all.
And New Day wins.
New Day wins. Then we get a promo in the back with Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family, and for some odd reason, we actually get mic time with Luke Harper and Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman.
Even though they only speak about a sentence.
Yeah, they only spoke, and they talked about sacrifice. And, Bray could cut a promo pretty well. Luke Harper wasn't that bad, but Braun Strowman and Eric Rowan, they just need to leave it to Harper and Bray to get it over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You guys should just keep your mouth shut and let them two talk, because they're really basically the only two that can really, I think, can really put you guys, where you guys should be.
Then we actually get another WWE Hall of Famer induction of a new WWE Hall of Famer for the Hall of Fame of 2016, the class, and it is Stan Hansen, Stan the Lariat Hansen, which not the biggest fan of Stan Hansen.
I could sum up his career in one fell swoop.
Go ahead and tell the viewers.
All right, Stan Hansen was an former AWA champion when the AWA weren't worth shit.
He ran over the belt because he didn't get.
He ran over the belt because he didn't want the belt, and he wasn't getting paid. Well, that's what happens when you work in the AWA in 1986, 87. And then he came to WCW, used them for a little bit of money, and then after that, the only thing I've seen him in his WWF career was break fucking Bruno Sammartino's neck, and that's about the end of his career. And then just worked in Japan all of the rest of his life, and that was about it.
Yeah, he had a loyalty to Japan and Japan only. Don't get me wrong. He is a tough son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, Stan
No,
Dixon's a tough guy.
you think
I'm just
he
summing
ain't,
up his
then,
career for you. That's all I'm doing.
he's one tough son of a bitch. I give him credit for that.
Uh,
But for his career,
That's basically all he did. What I just said.
but he was a loyal fan of Japanese wrestling, and he did spend the biggest part of his career was in Japan.
You know,
I'm not
so
disrespecting him. I'm just telling you the truth. That's all he did.
well, you know, we just went over highlights of his career.
And that was all the must-see highlights. They're right there.
Yeah. So you know, so far going into the class of 2016 WWE Hall of Fame, we got Sting, The Godfather, Jacqueline, The Fabulous Freebirds. Trying to remember Stan Hansen and
Big Boss Man.
Big Boss Man. There we go. There's 6. And I'm pretty sure that the last person that they're going to be putting in
Celebrity.
to make it number 7 is I'm pretty sure that they're going to put in a celebrity. There's been talks about Regis Philbin. There's been talks about Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, about fucking Snoop Diggity Dickin' Dog.
So
Fuck you.
So yeah.
Fuck both of them, to be honest with you.
So
fuck Regis and fuck Snoop Dogg.
So we'll see which one gets in. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be a celebrity that they're going to be putting in, which is stupid. They should put in another wrestler because the celebrities take up a spot.
I don't. I'm just going to take a little brief moment. I don't like.
I like his music. I like Snoop Dogg's music,
I don't like the celebrity
wing. He
wing.
in the Hall of Fame.
I don't like that because music stars has got their own WrestleManias, the Grammys, the TV stars has got their own WrestleMania. They get awards there. I think wrestling should be just put for wrestlers because they're making way for these stars to come in there, these celebrity punks, big asses that don't know a damn thing about wrestling, that wouldn't know a damn difference between a wristwatch and a wrist lock, but they still let them in. What they're doing is they're taking up room for wrestlers that should be put in there. Dead or alive, I don't care. They should be put in there. Well, so, hey, I just think it's wrong, and I'm just expressing my opinion. Just like I expressed my opinion about New Day.
Well, we'll figure out. We'll see who's going to be in the last inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2016. Then we get Big Show walking his fucking ass to the ring.
Yeah.
Saying that that he wants to be the only 2-time winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Which I want to cut to that for a second. There's only been 2 people to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania, and WrestleMania 30 was the first one, which was Cesaro, and WrestleMania 31 was the Big Show. Now, winning this, don't get me wrong, Andre the Giant was the greatest big man in wrestling.
Andre the Giant was the only big man in my era of wrestling. I'm sorry.
And just what the fuck does that fucking do to your fucking career? Winning the fucking Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania. What the fuck does that do to your career? That doesn't propel you to anything. Big Show didn't do anything fucking fantastic when he won it.
Neither did Cesaro.
Neither did Cesaro. All it fucking is pretty much is a filler match at WrestleMania.
Well, you already know that's going to be in the kickoff.
That's all, exactly. It's either going to be on the kickoff or it's going to be like the first match at WrestleMania. Because it's just a filler. All it is a bunch of the guys
that won't be on the card at WrestleMania.
Who won't be on the fucking card at WrestleMania to have some type of match at WrestleMania is what it is. Which is fucking bullshit because when you win the son of a bitch, what do you fucking win is what I want. Like, what do you – if there's anybody out there that's listening right now could tell me what the fuck does the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal prove?
Does that right there get you a match with the Intercontinental Champion? No. Does that right there get you a match with the WWE Champion? No. So what does it really accomplish? If you win this, where are you going to go from there?
Like, it don't prove shit.
It's pretty much a pointless fucking award
for a man that really was great.
Yes, and Big Show stood out there with the fucking trophy, thinking he's all fucking big and bad and shit.
Which he ain't.
Which he's not. Go ahead and put that underneath your belt. Go ahead and win again for all I give a rat's ass, because fucking.
It's not going to propel you anywhere. You're going to be just exactly what you are, and you're going to be that way.
2015 was a crappy year for you, so go ahead and make 2016 a crappy year for you too. And then thank God, Social Outcasts come out there, and they were talking about how Big Show is going to be the biggest man that they're going to take down.
Yeah.
And well, that didn't really happen.
They all attacked Big Show.
They all attacked Big Show, and Big Show started coming back on him, and then here comes Kane. Demon Kane.
Which another guy that hadn't done shit in 2015 and ain't going to do shit in 2016.
Kane comes out, helps the Big Show get rid of the Social Outcasts, and then Big Show gets on the rope for some fucking reason. I don't understand why, because Big Show never really gets on the rope. But anyway, he gets on the rope, and Kane grabs him and chokeslams him. So I'm assuming Kane's going to be in that Battle Royal too. I assume, because he has no big match at WrestleMania.
Yeah. So basically, to me, it doesn't really matter to me who wins that. It's not going to take you anywhere.
So yeah, go ahead and fight for that pointless award trophy. Moving on. Then we get to a WrestleMania Rewind match from WrestleMania 29. And holy fuck, Fandango gets a fucking match on Raw, on television. Oh my fucking God. That's fucking history right there in the fucking making.
Yeah, that's fucking rare treat. Fandango.
That's right. Raw. Fucking rare fucking treat. We get fucking Fandango versus Chris Jericho at a WrestleMania Rewind match from WrestleMania 29 when Fandango beat Chris Jericho.
Which was bullshit.
And it did zero for fucking Fandango's career. So
all it did was boost him over for main event superstars.
That's pretty much all it did. And relatively short match, about 4 or 5 minutes.
And that was all it took.
And
AJ Styles tried to distract Chris Jericho and
calling him an Y2 jackass.
Yeah, Y2 jackass is what they called him.
And fucking
Code breaker
on Fandango, and that was the end of that.
Which is what should have happened at WrestleMania 29. Let's just be honest.
But there's one, I want to put this right here. There's one thing that you didn't do, AJ. You should have went to the ring. You should have got on the apron, just like he did your match, and
Then we get the big triple threat match to see who's going to be the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship going into WrestleMania.
It was exciting.
Oh my God. Kevin Owens even had the pleasure of introducing the
and you got to hand it to Kevin Owens.
Right.
I mean, he did not. I mean, to be a champion and announcing his opponents, you got to give the man credit for that.
We get Stardust and Sin Cara, and we get another fucking barn burner. We see Fandango on fucking Raw. Holy shit, we get to see Zack fucking Ryder, baby. Yeah!
You have got to give it.
So we
Owens.
get Stardust versus Sin Cara versus Zack Ryder to see who's going to face KO at KO-Mania for the WWE Intercontinental title.
And the match was the fucking shit.
It was.
And then here comes fucking Dolph Ziggler be like, what the fuck you think you're doing? And here comes The Miz, what the fuck you think you're doing? I know I made WrestleMania 27. They're better than all three of those guys.
Exactly.
And here comes Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's like, what the fuck you doing here? Why the fuck is Zack Ryder in the match?
That's right.
And then fucking they all started beating up Kevin Owens. And then fucking that was the end of that. He takes another powder.
And fucking it was a lame ass match.
The match sucked.
It fucking sucked.
It was pointless.
But you have to give it to Kevin Owens. I mean, I liked what he did. I mean, it made me laugh. I'm sorry,
And,
it did.
Then Kevin Owens goes in the back to Stephanie McMahon and
interrupt Stephanie.
yeah.
And Stephanie didn't appreciate it all that much. And
Yeah,
Kevin
she
Owens
put him in
was like,
something that's bad.
she's, didn't enjoy it, and Kevin pretty much got on her bad side.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, you know what? You're going to face against all 6 men at WrestleMania, and it's going to be for a ladder match. I don't know what WWE has with these. Like, they have a hard-on for ladder matches at WrestleMania.
I want to know why fucking Zack Ryder is in this match.
So here we go. We're going to have a ladder match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania.
Why does Zack Ryder deserve this opportunity?
It's going to be Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler, The Miz, Sami Zayn,
Sin
Cara,
Stardust, Zack Ryder.
and Zack Ryder. We're going to have 7 people in that match, in a ladder match. I'm sorry, Sin Cara and Zack Ryder should not even fucking.
Neither should Stardust.
Yeah, neither should Stardust. So, they should
just
kept
make it a fatal 4-way.
Yeah, you could have made a fatal 4-way and could have made it a lot better, but no, they have some hard on about fucking ladder matches at WrestleMania.
The thing I want to know is any of them opponents really been in a ladder match? Have they really done a ladder match? And during their career, I mean, I'm wondering about that right there. Have any of them?
Dolph Ziggler has.
Okay. You got Dolph Ziggler,
and
all right.
I don't know if the Miz has or not.
Yeah, yes, he's been in the Money in the Bank.
Okay. You got
Kevin
that right
Owens.
there.
I mean, Kevin Owens probably done some on indies and stuff like that, but he hasn't been one in WWE.
So you got
and Cody Rhodes has been one.
Yeah.
I'm not putting, any.
Sami Zayn's never.
I'm not putting these guys down. Don't get me wrong, but you're putting guys in a ladder match for the title.
I'd rather for it been a fatal 4-way.
You're not. It may turn out good, but you're not going to see things like you used to see in ladder match. You're not going to see Edge. You're not going to see the Hardy Boys. You're not going to see Christian. You're not going to see the Dudley Boys. You're going to see. Sorry, I don't know.
Zack fucking Ryder is who you're going to see.
I'm sorry. I don't want to offend anybody out there. Just want to put this straight. I don't want to offend anybody out there. If these guys are your favorites,
fuck Zack Ryder.
I'm just saying that
he don't even deserve to be at WrestleMania.
It's not going to be. I'm speaking
on
myself
Dallas with fucking stay high weak ass Mojo Riley.
I'm not speaking for him, and I'm not speaking for him.
Fuck you, Zack Ryder. You don't deserve to be at WrestleMania with your fucking beard ass. Okay, so fuck you and your Zack Ryder fans.
I'm just saying, if they're a fan of yours,
you don't fucking deserve to be there.
But I'm just saying, you're not going to see. I'm sorry, I just don't think it's going to be that good.
Fuck, neither does fucking Sin Cara. Fuck Kalisto. At least Kalisto deserves there. Fuck, what's Sin Cara gonna do? Fucking botch a move and fucking say, "Oh, I broke my finger. Come here."
Well, moving on to another segment here. We get a match.
Zack Ryder in fucking WrestleMania. That's an embarrassment.
We get a match.
He never stops, man.
We get a match between Natalya versus the WWE Divas Champion in Charlotte. And we have Becky Lynch on the outside and Sasha Banks on the outside doing commentary with JBL, Michael Cole, and Byron Sexton.
And, of course, we see Ric Flair doing what he does best.
What is that, by the way?
Okay, I got something to say about this. Now, they get tired of Ric Flair coming out to the ring. Ric Flair has been in wrestling his whole life.
Well, I know he needs the alimony. I'm aware of that.
If you're
how many wives has he got? About 3 or 4?
If you're in something your whole life, some people just can't walk away from it. They got to stay in it.
That's probably
some
why
way,
TNA
somehow.
For some money.
And I gotta give it. I gotta give it to
I'm
Ric
sorry,
Flair.
Rick. I knew TNA wasn't going to pay for your Marriott. You'll be staying in Motel 6 for
He is
what do you
out
guys
there.
think about the match?
The match sucked too. Sure.
I think it was a decent match.
The roadblock match was a lot better than this.
It could have been a lot better, but I'll put a mark down as it was decent.
Well, to me, the roadblock match was better than that.
And Charlotte ends up beating Natalya.
Yeah, which was bullshit.
And
Fuck you, Charlotte.
I mean, most people thought Natalya was probably going to pull it out because Charlotte had her.
I'm sorry. When I saw her in NXT, I thought she'd be good. Now, once I seen her come to the WWE, I can see how tragic she's changed. And like she fucking sucks.
Well, she was the last on the totem pole anyway.
Well, yeah, to me too. You know, to me, she was the last person I would ever think get a job in the WWE.
Well, no, I thought she'd go to the WWE.
Well,
it's just
but I'm talking about of all the others, she was the least one to go to me. Fuck, Bayley should have went before her. That's even saying something.
Well, they still need somebody in NXT to hold that belt. So.
Oh yeah.
But Charlotte was distracted with Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch on the outside. So I mean, you thought Natalya was going to take it, but
I just think fucking Charlotte needs some more work.
She what she did is she slammed her head against the mat with that flip she does, grabbed her head, put it in the mat, eyeled her. She got the win. I don't have nothing against Charlotte.
He likes Charlotte
because you have to understand.
I know what
this is Ric Flair's daughter we're talking about, and sooner or later, even though my two sons don't think so, sooner or later she's going to be the biggest star that's ever hit.
I doubt that.
She's gonna be another Ric Flair.
I don't look for that happening. I don't look for her winning 16-time Diva Championship. So,
well, moving on, we get a match between Bubba Ray Dudley versus R-Truth.
Oh, you want me to tell you about this match?
My God, he's going to do it.
You want me to tell you what about this match? The only thing that interested me about this match was Bubba Ray Dudley doing commentary.
Yeah. He's going, come on, Truth. Come on. Yes.
That was the best thing of this match.
Yeah. He was, Bubba was talking to him while he was hitting him. Telling, why do you want a piece of me? Why do you want a piece of me?
You want to help your friend Goldust? Swah! That was the best thing of that match.
Relatively short match, and of course,
Bubba Ray Dudley beats R-Truth the way I planned it.
It was,
and then here comes Goldie to stick his nose in people's business.
Yeah,
I think
Goldust comes in. He didn't do shit. You knew he wouldn't.
No, he got hit, knocked out.
He got destroyed by the Dudley Boys. Now, speaking of no one that had no business whatsoever sticking their fucking painted up faces in the fucking business, and that's the fucking Usos. They had no business there. They had their painted up fucking face with their painted up Crayola fucking face had no business interrupting what the Dudley Boys were doing. R-Truth, the Goldust got what they deserved. They were in the ring. They got what they deserved. And fucking the Usos had no business coming out there because they fucking suck. And two, all the Uso fans, all they are is a bunch of fanboys that like the Usos, all a bunch of fucking little fucking kids.
I'm sorry.
Once I see that like the Usos.
Once he gets started, we can't stop him.
I'm sorry.
Just the way it is.
The Usos end up kicking them.
Yeah, and they had no business sticking their nose in fucking the Dudley Boys' business. All right. And
well, they do have a match at WrestleMania.
Well, I don't give a fuck. Okay? Because the Dudley Boys are going to 3D. They're motherfucking in the paint asses.
They tried to put
Devon on the table.
Devon on the ladder.
On the table.
Yeah, on the table. And one of them went to one corner, the other went to one corner. Can you imagine what would have happened?
But Bubba comes in.
If Bubba had to turn that ladder over, it would have been something.
I'm sorry. I never liked the Usos. Never since they came there. I never will. They fucking suck, just like their fucking Roman Reigns. That's why they all three suck. They all fucking probably suck each other's dicks or something. I don't fucking know.
Well, then we get a more interesting spin on the match at WrestleMania, which is, to me, it's they'll probably put Triple H versus Roman Reigns in the main event, but the main event to me is The Undertaker versus Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
Now everybody knows that. It's going to be The Undertaker. He's only lost once at WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar.
Bullshit.
And, most people don't want to see him lose again.
I don't even want to see him lose again.
Then we get Shane McMahon, who just came back recently, and he's going to be fighting for the control of Monday Night Raw. And Vince says, well, we're going to have one match, one show. It's going to be at WrestleMania. It's going to be his greatest creation, The Undertaker, versus his greatest failure, Shane. And it's going to be in a Hell in a Cell. Well, Vince came out and said that The Undertaker is his bitch. And he says that if Undertaker loses the match at WrestleMania against Shane, it will be The Undertaker's last. Now, I don't know if this is going into is The Undertaker about to retire, or is this going into some type of a storyline, or is Taker going to prevail at WrestleMania? I don't know what's going to happen, and I'm pretty interested in finding out what happens.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm caught twisting between here. I want Shane to win, and I want Undertaker to win. I am caught in between. My God. But I'm kind of thinking maybe it is going to his retirement, because you got to think, look how long the Undertaker has been there. I mean, the Undertaker has been there
25 years
through thick and thin, and he's done every match. I mean, that it's taken a toll on his body so bad.
Oh yeah.
And then all through the night tonight, they were talking about how tough Shane was.
Yeah.
And what the Undertaker can do inside of a Hell in a Cell, and especially if you guys have been watching wrestling a long time, I mean, you guys already know what the Undertaker can do in Hell in a Cell.
I wouldn't want to be at Hell in a Cell with him. Let me tell you that.
So
now.
I mean, it's going to be a barn burner. I can't wait for it.
I can't wait either. To me, that's going to be the topper of the matches. I don't care. The people saying the WWE champion match is going to be the top. Not to me. The Hell in a Cell is going to be the top of the match for me.
Then we get the main event of the evening of Monday Night Raw for March 21st, 2016. We get the Lunatic Fringe. Dean Ambrose takes on Braun Strowman of the Wyatt family.
Yep, the match sucked.
Yeah, it wasn't that great of a match, but I can't really blame that on Dean.
No. You got to blame it on Strowman.
You can. I think Strowman needs a little bit more work. I think he needs to be polished a little bit more, because you can only do so much to make somebody look decent, and but you could tell that he did not. I mean, he just wasn't that good. I'm sorry, and if anybody's a fan of his, I'm sorry, but I think really he just needs to be more polished, more. It happens with some young wrestlers. Some that they get them in there, and they just need a little bit more polish put to them.
Yeah. Then we it ends by DQ when Dean Ambrose hits Strowman with a chair and does dirty deeds. So
I gotta say though, he took one hell of a chair beating.
And yeah, that was pretty much the end of Monday Night Raw. So make sure you guys watch this whole video. Give us a big thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WrestlingRampage. 2, follow us on Twitter @WrestleRampage. Hit that subscribe button, because we have other great videos coming to you guys. Trust us on that.
We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, we love to hear you guys' comments, your guys' feedback, everything. We really appreciate it. And Wrestling Rampage is that cream that rises to the top.
The cream of the crop.
And nobody does it better.